Vader, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Oh. He sings, he dances, he crushes big time on Condoleezza Rice. He's internet performance artist Zay Frank, and he's here to shock and amaze. Yes. Plus, this is it, folks. The last Kevin Rose-approved dark tip ever. He's going to show off his automated handheld war spying device, and he'll introduce Tippy, the dark tip puppet. Yeah, we're kidding. And we get a sneak peek at Atari's first-person shooter Time Shift from the producer himself, Kyle Peschel. Now fire up the Voight comp test, because Attack of the Show is hunting skin jobs.
Pick up on this.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the old attacking of the show.
That's right.
Yes, time to attack. Good night last night?
Great night. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, everything's been going great. It's a good week. Last week of shows. Very excited. Even Alex Albrecht is here today to say hi.
Hi, Alex Albrecht.
Very, very excited that he came out. Everyone's been so nice here at G4 supporting me. And,
Good. I haven't. I've been actually sending emails behind your back. Just
You're the one that's been spamming.
Yeah, it is. It is me. Sorry. And so, well, no, Sarah's been talking a good amount of smack as well.
No.
All right.
What are you talking about?
I want to see a fight, and it's not going to be me because I'm weak.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
I am really excited to meet Tippy, the dark tip puppet, though.
Yes. So am I.
With the rebate, it's only $9.95.
That's what you need to do when I leave. I mean, he's got to have this little puppet, like kind of looks like me.
Well, we want the viewers to be able to notice a difference, so we're going to figure something out.
Nice. Excellent.
You were even with me on that one?
No,
I'm sorry. All right, never mind. No. Talk about something.
Yes.
Talk about something.
I found a cool site today.
What'd you find?
Are you a big do-it-yourself guy?
A little bit.
You like to
pay somebody to do it for me?
Stuff
Sure,
like that?
sure.
How about converting a truck into an electric truck? This guy has posted his first electric truck project, and it has detailed instructions, pictures on how to convert. Like if you have a standard gas-guzzling vehicle, you can replace it and turn it into an electric vehicle. It's like the ultimate mod.
There it is. There's the motor. Not bad. No, is it practical at all, though?
Probably
not. Really?
It's going to cost a lot of money, and you might not even get it to work right.
You're better off like rigging 20 Segways together
or buying
that amount.
an electric car or something like that.
That's the ticket.
It's cool, though. It's cool. I like it.
It's nice that he did it. That's a cool little hack.
Yes.
Very nice. Very nice. I found something as well.
Yes.
I don't know. I am a bit of a do-it-yourselfer, and I'm going to attempt this one. Apparently, Duck brand duct tape has sponsored a duct tape prom.
Really?
Kevin. Yes. So here are some of the entrants. This is the 5th annual duct tape prom. And let me just pull some of these up for you so you can see what we're talking about here.
Oh
Genius. These are entire prom outfits. There's, tuxes and dresses
duct
and
tape
gowns.
in those colors?
They do. That's the thing. Like they have 15 different colors or something like that.
Seems to be kind of hot, though.
That's bright. Yeah, but it's clearly worth it. And there's a contest as well. The winner gets $5,000. They essentially get a scholarship for showing up to the prom in a duct tape outfit.
That's pretty cool, though.
What
is that?
They're ducks. The Duck brand duct tape.
All right.
Come on.
No,
that's
it's
kind
okay.
of good.
It seems like a gym on the internet or something.
Come on, duct tape.
That one's good. Look at this one
It's
here.
not your best work, but...
That one's okay.
I didn't make it. I just reporting on it for the
nice.
people at home. All right.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I approve of it, and I think we should have a duct tape user created.
Look at that, guys. That's awesome.
Come on. Look at this. This is one last guy.
funny.
One last guy. That's funny. That's good stuff. Sarah, no duct tape love?
I said it's okay.
I'm not winning.
Good job. Good job,
She's
Kevin.
like, that's a nice gem. All right.
I feel like you're treading all over my turf.
I'm not. I'm just, imitation, flattery, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
If you guys got a fight, I wonder who would win.
Sarah.
You think?
There's not much
Come
competition.
on. I mean, look at him.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Now, yesterday I spoke with.
love.
Well, no, it's okay. It's okay. She'll get it. Yesterday I spoke with an FHM editor, and we talked about Howard Stern's girlfriend, Beth Ostrowski. She's on the cover of this month's issue. And, well, believe it or not, it actually got back to the king of all media himself.
Really?
Yeah, he caught wind of it, and here's what he had to say about FHM.
They kind of make her sound like a total dope, right? It's very simple to interview her. You just go, hey, what does Howard think? She's been nice to them, too.
Yeah.
And she's the first one to admit the only reason she's on there is because she's my girlfriend. It's not like she's pushing an agenda.
Yeah, but they're acting like they're goofing. They're fooling her.
I know. And they called her and said, would you do the cover? And she was like, I'm honored. I'd be thrilled.
Yeah.
And she said, I know the reason I'm being asked.
Why don't they say, she knows what the deal is, so she, answers the questions about Howard when they come up.
Yeah, the editor's a little bit dicky, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Flattered they heard about it, though.
Yeah,
and that was
that's
cool.
kinda cool.
I came into work, the cell phone was going off. People were like, dude, are you on the phone with Stern? I'm like, no, they must be playing a clip. I'm just walking to work, eating a donut. I'm like, what do you want?
It's kind of an honor, though, right?
Bit of an honor, yeah. I'm sorry. I don't think she's a dope. Not at all. I think she's cool. She's kind of hot, too, by the way. I'd like to get her on the couch for the interview, talk to her about games and people that watch our show reading the FHM, so she should come on.
He's going to tear you apart.
Should make it happen.
Right?
Why? Look.
No?
All right. Fair enough. All right, changing the channel now would actually be a huge mistake, Kevin.
Why?
You know why? Because we'll be mining the depths of Zay Frank's bizarre and hilarious web world right here. So bring a helmet.
Nice.
It's crazy. Why would he tell me?
Attack of the show, baby. Attack. Attack of the show. Attack.
Sure, wacky videos and funny songs and bits of unexplainable freakiness have always been the internet's bread and butter. But Zay Frank is head and shoulders above the others, at least in sheer quantity. Welcome to the show, Zay.
Hi.
You churn out a lot of this stuff, don't you?
I sure do.
You really do.
Yes.
You've got several columns.
I know,
of
and
content.
they're all brilliant.
They are.
They're amazing.
Every one of them
everyone
is clearly a gem.
It's pretty. What do you do over there, by the way?
I kind of just read stuff on the internet and
Yeah,
really?
she checks the Gmail.
pretend to
interweb?
work hard.
Gotcha.
The
Okay,
huge.
that's cool. It's just unusual. That's all.
Yeah, that's all right. Do you mind if she watches
No,
the
I
interview?
like
Is that
it. I
cool?
like it.
Do you
I'm
like when the ladies
now
watch
I'm
it?
paying attention.
So
very effective.
Sarah, you want to know about ZayFrank.com, right?
I already know about ZayFrank.com.
Well, Zay, for
I'm
those
a big
unfortunate
fan.
souls out there who don't, please tell us about your website. When did it get started and how?
In March of 2001, I filmed myself dancing to Madonna's "Justify My Love." And
I'm sorry, I don't know if I didn't catch that quite. Could I get that last part again? Zay?
That was Madonna's "Justify My Love" and me dancing.
Okay, you filmed yourself dancing to it.
That's
okay?
right. That's
There.
right. I think most people were doing that around that era.
Sure, it was a crazy time back then.
It was. And, I cut it into short little loops and put it online as a invitation to my 29th birthday party. And I sent it to 17 friends on a Thursday. And on Monday, over 1 million people a day were coming to the site.
So for this here, you dancing, 1 million people tuned in to click the buttons and make it move around.
Yeah, I mean, since then it's been about 40 million people have looked at that. And, I'm proud to be famous.
There's a lot of time to waste, apparently, on the old interweb.
Oh, time to waste.
I mean, time
You
to...
judgmental fool. First it's the couch and this torrid sex talk.
What?
No, before.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just
I missed that.
Don't
Even I
bring
missed
me
that.
into this
I was here for the whole
bizarre
interview, and even I missed that part. No. Several people instant messaged me and said, "Look at this guy dancing." There was even a follow-up, the How to Dance 2,
That
with
was
some new
lame.
moves, which was great.
Very lame, yeah.
No, but this clearly was some sort of a launch. This was some sort of springboard into something, right?
Yeah.
What have you done since then?
A bunch of different things. I mean, one of the things that I really enjoy is, helping people. Help them help me to make content. So there's a lot of participatory stuff on this site. This is a contest called When Office Supplies Attack, and I had people send me pictures of themselves being attacked by office supplies. A little further down, unfortunately, there's a clip of a guy attacking another guy with office supplies, which technically isn't part of the contest, but they were French, I found out. So
Okay, so we'll let it slide.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of things to kind of participate and play with. And some of the other stuff that I do is I get suggestions from the audience. Mm-hmm. And so someone asked me to make a singing frog. And this is where this little guy got born.
So it's a little Flash app, but it's interactive.
I miss my wet nurse.
Wow.
Yeah, try it.
And that's... hello. Wow, that's nice. Do you mind if I just play with this for a couple minutes?
No, not at all.
I'm a frog. Wow, look at me. Yeah. All right, that's too good.
Yeah.
And that's all in Flash.
It is, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Now, did you get paid to make that, or this clearly isn't a day job for you? It's just
this is a big hobby that makes no money.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But it makes people smile.
Absolutely.
You do it for the kids,
I do
right?
it for the children. I do it for the
It's all
children.
about their smiling faces.
So I got into games. That's what this screen is. Were you about to say that?
No, I
were
wasn't.
you
I'm
gonna say?
curious. I was going to say, what is this here? But now it's about video games. How is this a video game?
Yeah, the young kids are playing these things, and
Right.
the industry's making like $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
what
impressive.
That's what I've heard. So this was an attempt called Atheist.
Okay.
And you can jump around. It's fully configurable. No,
Very nice.
no,
Remap the keys.
but
All right, so the Atheist is off the... All right, game over.
So, didn't go over in test marketing so well. The
Gotcha.
kids were crying. This is, I'm no quitter. So this was the second attempt. This was a game called Buddhist. And it's very similar to Atheist, you can see. But when you
right,
fall
so
off, you come back as
falling
a
to-
duck.
Gotcha. So this was the really successful follow-up then.
Yeah, this is a profitability issue. You can play for a long time on
Sure.
one quarter. So
And EA is going to release this for home consoles?
absolutely. Actually, Christian just came out, so you can check that out on
Very nice.
on the website. I think it's going to be a big hit.
And finally, Zay, what are you up to? We're running out of time, unfortunately, but what are you involved with now? What can we expect from you?
Well, I'm doing a one-man show right now. Also, there's this contagious media project that we're doing. There's a showdown that's live right now where there was a contest to see who could become the most popular website in 3 weeks' time.
Very
And
nice.
Actually, you guys showed one of the...
Showed the
I think
crying while
winning
eating.
right here. You can see it on the stats page. Yeah, crying while eating was born there.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Lots of interesting stuff. Zay, thanks for
Yeah.
coming on and talking
Thank
about the
you.
website. We appreciate it.
Appreciate.
All right, if you want to
Yeah.
know more about Zay Frank, visit him on the web. Guess what, folks? It's zayfrank.com. There you have it. Now, when you think opera, you obviously think of steering music and turtles used as projectile weapons. We've got orchestra seats to the Super Mario Opera just for you, and spy on video feeds wherever you go with Kevin Rose's automated handheld war spying device. You perv.
Now it's time for one last dark tip. There are hundreds of thousands of wireless unencrypted cameras all over the world. Homes, hotel rooms, businesses, all over the place. So my first episode of my new downloadable show, System, we wanted to inform the public of the dangers of running unencrypted cameras.
Right.
So we decided to build an automated handheld war spying device, and this is what we came up with.
Now, how is this different? I know that there's other devices designed to catch wireless signals, but
Right.
how does this one-up all those?
Well, basically, the way people are doing it with war spying devices, they use a little X10 wireless receiver. And I'll show you what it looks like right here. This is the little wireless receiver right here that we took out of the casing.
Okay.
Now, typically people would have this inside of their car and then just hook it up to a little power supply and be able to access it that way. But what we've done is we've added this circuit right here. See the circuit? That's a custom circuit so that it switches through all the different channels looking for content.
Nice.
So we don't have to actually go manually and go through each of the individual channels. You might miss some different content. And we also wanted to put a little UPS. This is an uninterruptible power supply right here. So that it's all self-powered. You can take this box out of the car, unplug it from power, and then walk around with it. And then all of your video will come up on this screen right on the front right here.
Very cool. And this is just a standard screen that we'd find in like the headrest of a car. Or
Yeah,
something
exactly.
Like that,
That's a
right?
Clarion screen. And then on the top here, we added some buttons. This is for manual and automatic switching. And then you can vary the scan rate right on the side here by adjusting this. That's how fast it is scanning looking for content. We have an antenna hookup, and then below that we have a video out. Now this is important if you want to capture anything that you might come across.
And so the external antenna allows for us to hook it up to one of these bad boys
Right.
here?
Okay, so that right there, that is an omnidirectional antenna. And that is going to allow you to basically, that's the first thing that you hook up because you don't know where these cameras are when you're driving around.
Right.
They're in weird hotel rooms. They're all over the place. So that will kind of find the signal at first. You'll see a little bit of flicker. You'll see the signal on the screen. You'll know that there's something in the area.
Right.
Hop out of the car, unplug the device. It's all self-powered. And then you use this right here. This is a cantenna. It's a V8 cantenna.
Very technical now.
Yeah, well, it actually works quite well. And that's actually going to receive the content and then feed it into the box, a directional cantenna, so that we can actually see exactly, we pinpoint the exact location of it.
Right.
So what we've done is we set a camera over across the way here in the studio.
I see
and you
it
can
there.
see, this is with the cantenna. Now watch what happens when I move the cantenna away. You'll see that it's going to cut out the signal because it's very directional.
Okay.
You can actually see that we're just picking it up right there. So that's how it works. And then it automatically goes through and scans and finds all the content. Now, what we did do is we shot a video of this in which we went and drove around and found a bunch of of different wireless cameras that were out there.
Now, what are you finding? Where are people putting these cameras and why? Are you coming across anything good? Anything juicy?
See, we wanted to find that out because we want to know, are people putting these in the homes? And they are in homes.
Right. Under a stack of towels in the bathroom when you're having guests?
That's probably something you would like to do.
No, I'm just saying that.
No, actually, we were in San Francisco and we found it inside of hotel rooms, like in the corner. Like the hourly hotel rooms.
That's not right.
Yeah, it's
what
not
are you doing
right.
at an hourly hotel room in San Francisco?
I was driving around outside picking up the feeds.
Sure.
I wasn't actually in there. But if you want to check out, I have an entire video you can download of how we constructed the device, the step-by-step instructions, and you can download that, and it's on my website. It's System. It's systm.org. We couldn't get the one with the E, so it's systm.org.
Got to pay more for the E, buddy.
It's so expensive. Like System.org was
you got to buy the vowels. You've seen Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
get in there.
You're right.
All right, now. Commercials make a lot of promises, but just think things through before you buy, Kevin.
Yeah, so coming up the feed, we'll be making through worthwhile no matter what. Very worthwhile.
All right.
No idea what I said right there.
Sure. It's not over till the fat Bowser sings at the Super Mario Opera. Bravo, Mr. Rose.
Nice.
Bravo. Yes, folks, we're back. Oh, sorry, what? Oh, you were expecting Filter. Well, would they have a sneak peek at Atari's brand new first-person shooter Time Shift? No. And would they showcase Attack of the Show themed arcade cabinets designed by you? No. And do I look as cute dressed up as Mario like Diane Mazzota? No, I don't. Sorry. Now break out the formal wear and dust off the theater binoculars and, oh, what the hell, chew on some mushrooms because someone transformed Super Mario into high art. Enjoy the show.
Down the Mushroom Kingdom, there's a man named Mario.
Oh, he sounds Italian.
As a songwriter and musician and entertainer, I knew that I wanted to take music from Mario or Zelda or Mega Man and do something more with it. And so I took Mario up as the story, really simple classic story of a hero setting out on a journey to save the woman that he loves. I made it a story of Mario falling into this mushroom kingdom, unaware that he's Mario. All he knows is that he's a plumber from Brooklyn, and here he is in this strange, fantastic world, about to marry this beautiful woman. And throughout the story, he starts to discover he has this sort of higher purpose in life. I was wrong to think I was somehow more than just your plumber. She's Bowser's mistress! Shut your mouth, I'm getting pissed. I sort of brought up in the Goomba song, I don't know how X-rated we can get, but I brought up the question of what exactly does Bowser do with the princess? He's tying her up. She's in this cage. Who knows what's going on down there? Here I am, a murder in cold blood. And worst of all, it feels good. Video games, I think, will at some point be thought of as a higher art form. As silly as they're seen now. I'm just sort of trying to reconcile those two things of it's silly, but you can bring deep meaning to it. It's there if you're willing to look for it. Everything I've done now, from stomping on that Goomba to killing this Koopa, feels good. Oh, what have I done? I just started thinking about, okay, what if Mario all of a sudden, realized his existence. That Koopa's about to jump. I've seen it a million times. Right when I gain so much, leave so much behind. This is only actually one act it's hopefully gonna be 3 acts. And I had this idea for act 3. What happens when a character breaks himself out of the video game? So they're no longer in this fixed thing. And here's Mario, this sort of pudgy Italian plumber and this beautiful princess. She'd probably say, see you later. And now we'll spend our days together. You'll be my queen and I'll be your king. You'll be my queen and I'll be my king.
It's Beautiful thing, Kevin. Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
You all right?
I was a little teary-eyed.
I see you were moved by the Mario opera.
Wow.
You have tickets to the encore showing, right?
Yes, very excited about that.
Yeah, who you bringing with you?
Not sure yet.
Doing a big night out, boys' night out,
you
going to the
wanna
Mario
come?
opera? No, I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. But I do actually, now I hear I think I hear the pitter-patter of tiny feet. Oh, it could only be the feet ants, Kevin. They're here. Take it away, guys.
An interesting and possibly dangerous precedent was recently set during a child pornography case in Minnesota. The judge allowed the presence of encryption software on the defendant's computer to be submitted as evidence of criminal activity. Now, although this was nowhere near the deciding factor in the case, because it turns out there was plenty of other evidence to warrant his conviction, it does bring up some troubling questions. Can downloading or purchasing software with the potential for criminal use somehow incriminate you? Imagine if, let's say, just purchasing Grand Theft Auto red flagged you as a potentially violent psychopath. Or if downloading Bonsai Buddy signaled that you were incompetent and shouldn't ever be near a computer. Well, yeah, actually, that one we kind of agree with. But yesterday, we poked a little fun at the MPAA press release that blamed BitTorrent for leaking Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Well, 20th Century Fox ain't laughing because of that. And also because they've seen an early cut of Big Mama's House, too. Ooh, cheap shots. All right, I just had to do it. Fox is targeting small-time downloaders by issuing notice and takedown letters through a peer-to-peer monitoring company called Bay TSP. It seems anybody who uses BitTorrent to get a copy of Sith gets hit with a copyright infringement notice from the studio. While it may ultimately prove about as effective as the FBI warning on DVDs, not saying much, it does send the message that there's blood in the water and Fox is on the case, which is a totally mixed metaphor unless we're talking about a shark private detective. Hey, does that count as a movie pitch? Might be good. It seems now that bad things happen in threes. Natural disasters, potential Vin Diesel movie franchises, and of course, celebrity deaths. In the past week, 3 sets of famous vocal cords passed away. Henry Corden, best known as the voice of Fred Flintstone, Howard Morris, who played futuristic rocker Jet Screamer on the Jetsons, and Thurl Ravenscroft, who roared, "They're great," as the voice of Tony the Tiger. Corden was 85, Morris 86, and Ravenscroft was 91. So, calling for a moment of silence somehow seems inappropriate for these guys. How about a moment of bad impressions? I think they'd appreciate it. I already did one of my own. It's your turn. And finally, the Senate Intelligence Committee, sorry, I can't say that without laughing, is about to consider renewing the controversial Patriot Act. But unlike, say, renewing your driver's license, they're going to try and make some slight alterations to the bill in the process. Behind closed doors, they're trying to broaden the Patriot Act so that the government can now secretly demand private online and financial information for anyone without a judge's permission. The people in question don't even have to be suspected of spying or being a terrorist or anything like that. In other words, the government could potentially raid your life just because they want to. Like Natalie Portman says in Revenge of the Sith, this is how democracy dies, with thunderous applause. Except, by thunderous applause, it's really total apathy. That's the feed, everybody. Now, Kevin and Kevin are on the line with the Electronic Frontier Foundation's Danny O'Brien, who will hopefully prove me wrong about the whole apathy thing. Guys?
I hope so.
Yes.
I hope we can. Danny, are you there, sir?
I am, sir.
All right, so now tell us about this whole Patriot Act. People should be very, very concerned, correct?
Oh, yeah, they should definitely be worried. I think the most worrying thing about this is it's all been very, very hush-hush. We only really found out about the bill because it was passed into our hands. The Senate Intelligence Committee meeting is going to be held behind closed doors, and really everyone was expecting a lot of these powers to sunset, to go away, rather than be kind of sneakily expanded upon.
Right.
So what type of changes are we looking at here?
Well, it's really sort of a combination of the worst bits of Patriot 1. Patriot introduced some powers that were very narrow, but the federal authorities could use without a judge's permission, or very broad, but you needed a judge to say yes to. And this is kind of an evil mix of the two. It's very broad. It's called an administrative subpoena, so the idea is that it's really just, paperwork. But that paperwork doesn't include a judge's permission, so they can go through, they can search through any records, gun records, hotel records, and Internet records, which is, of course, what concerns us.
Now, the question is, though, is there anything we can do to fight it?
Yeah,
what can be done? It seems like a done deal at this point.
Well, it's not. It's very early on in the stage, and unfortunately, we kind of found out about it early. If we can catch the senators who are collecting to meet at the Intelligence Committee and let them know that people are concerned, then there's a good chance that a few of them will kick up a fuss, and hopefully that will open up the whole process. And that's really the first step. As soon as you start shining sunlight on this sort of problem, often it can get moderated down and fixed. And I think that's the kind of solution for all of these things. We want less kind of powers being executed in secret and more being executed in public, so we can all kind of help out fighting terrorists and solving these problems.
Agreed.
Yeah, you got to keep us up to date on what's going to happen moving forward.
Please
do. Stay on top of this.
Sure. And if anybody wants to help out, and they can go to action.eff.org, and we're organizing a little campaign to contact the senators before this goes up to the committee.
Excellent.
Very nice. Well, best of luck with that. So, we support it, and again, please come let us know if any updates happen.
Great.
Yes.
Thanks for your help.
Thank you.
Definitely check out that website.
Yes.
And when we come back, we'll plug a few quarters into some user-created game cabinets.
Yes, and one of the producers of behind Atari's Time Shift actually will be here while his future self tries desperately to stop him without shredding the whole time-space continuum. It should be pretty exciting. Yeah, could be interesting.
The feed is brought to you by Doritos. Don't hesitate, don't procrastinate, don't wait to be great. Visit INNW.com.
From the company that brought you Pong and Super Pong and Ultra Pong comes an innovative first-person shooter that lets you control the flow of time. And here with a sneak peek of Atari's Time Shift is one of the game's producers, Kyle Peschel. Kyle, thanks for coming on the show.
Hey, no worries. Thank you.
So tell us about the Time Shift.
Time Shift is a game where we're really trying to break a lot of boundaries of not only the first-person shooter marketplace, but just like time travel, time-space continuum, all that kind of stuff, and really make it digestible and a compelling gameplay loop. What we have is a game where you will not only travel through time, but you harness the ability to shift time, which is the ability to slow, stop, and rewind time, while you yourself are immune from those effects, allowing you to move through the environment while everything's coming back and rewind.
Very nice. Well, can we see a little bit of it in action?
Yeah, I have an outdoor environment up here. I'm about halfway through the game.
Looks good.
In fact, you can see that this is a rather large environment. We're battling this gameplay out on Xbox and PC. And so as I storm up here, I can see that my foes have, made use of much higher-powered weaponry. But I can actually slow time, hurtling up over these hills, and trying to get in close and battle it out with these guys. In fact, you can see that I'm able to blow them up in the air, move them around the environments.
You can juggle them. That's great.
Juggling. Physics is something that we've really made a focus on adding only because it empowers our gameplay, not because it's another pretty toy or a tech demo that you can really use.
Right. So, and I've even heard that you can use physics in the game to get to other places, like stopping a barrel and hopping on top of it.
Definitely. You get all of that kind of freedom. It's an example of so many times you're going to be thinking about situations in gameplay where you need to actually be able to get past them, and you don't need to think about this first-person sneaker sort of aspect where you must hide in the shadows. I mean, you're trying to make me believe that I'm some commando and then I need to lurk in the shadows for some guard.
Now. Come on, Jean-Claude.
In this game, you can totally just stop time, walk right by whoever your foe is, and go along your merry way.
Now, do you have to do you collect a time power-up, or do you have unlimited use of these time-warping abilities? Or?
No, what you have is basically the equivalent of unlimited abilities. You are wearing a suit. It's a $2 billion government dollar suit where basically, as far as the government's concerned, the suit's wearing you more than you're wearing the suit. It gives you the ability to have self-healing armor, because if you were to, say, go back to, prehistoric era, you're not going to go jack into some, outlet and, regen your suit.
Right.
So you will not only bring back your suit's abilities for self-healing armor, but also to manipulate time. Our villain is very intelligent about how he goes about things. You will not find an environment where you'll actually see buckets of ooze or health pickups or something along those lines. Let's take a little bit of this gameplay and innovate on it. Actually, as I'm walking up right here, you're seeing me come up on a minefield. And you can really see how in other games a minefield is something for you to avoid. Whereas here, as these mines actually come up out of the ground, I can stop time before they explode. I'm a little late to the chase there. or slow time altogether.
And just run right through
and
it.
run, like Dash from The Incredibles. Just right along your way. You really can use these abilities to your advantage. It's not like with rewinding time that you yourself will go and rewind. You can continue running forward while everybody's coming back to life.
Gotta say, I mean, the game looks nice. What engine is this running on here?
This is the Saber 3D engine built by Saber Interactive. It's something that we had to actually build ourselves in order to make time manipulation possible, because you can rewind time or do all these aspects. We need to be able to draw a much larger environment at any given time and remember where you've been for the last 18 seconds and what's happened, because as you rewind time, those bullets will come back out of your body, back into the guy who will then have to find you again. And if you're in a different area, he's got to search for you and hunt you down one more time.
Very nice, very nice. So now what kind of challenges, like what kind of puzzles can we expect? Or is that not this type of game? You just run into a room and blow people away?
Let's not call them puzzles, because puzzles indicate that you're going to do a lot of platform jumping.
Right,
And this
or
is a
find
shooter.
the glowing red key and find the big glowing red door.
This is not what you're doing. In fact, I'm right here in front of water right now.
Right.
I can actually stop time and run right across the water surface, getting to wherever I need to go.
Very nice.
So that might be a situation where you're in front of a roaring rapids kind of a thing, and you need to actually get to the other side of it. You can go ahead and stop time and go right across the water top. You might get into like a large environment where Crone, our villain's constantly trying to kill you. He knows, because time streams, how it's kind of going to end. So there's constant motivation for him to try to buy himself a little bit more, I guess, time along the way. And so you might get into a situation where there's a big fan blowing forward air up against a wall. If you reverse time, wouldn't it suck air and then pull a guy back into that actual fan bit, and you'll watch him splatter across the wall? If you need to sneak somewhere, we were talking about that just for a second, and if you had to kill like 16 guys to get somewhere, typically you might sneak in the shadows, whereas in this game you can go in guns blazing, blow them all up, decimate the box, crouch down where the box was, rewind the box back up, bring the guys back up to life, and they'll go back to talking about cigarettes or whatever.
So it's a little more, you're telling me, than glowing red key, glowing red door.
Yeah, glowing red door, glowing red key is something that it's a movement beyond.
Kyle, thank you so much for showing off the game. We appreciate it.
No worries.
Looks great. Best of luck
you.
with it, man.
Thank you.
Be sure to look for Time Shift in stores later this year on PC and Xbox. So you got your bases covered. Now, we still got your user-createds in the hopper, so stick around for the grand unveiling. Plus, you've got some questions. Well, we're going to try to give you our best answers, so call us and ask away. And the days of the PDA are coming to an end. Well, not if the folks at Palm have anything to say about it. We inspect their latest after this, so stick around. You know, if you were to tune into Attack of the Show tomorrow, you'd see nothing. Yeah, that's right, because author of Ultimate Power, the official ninja handbook, will be here lurking in the shadows. Plus, Jessica Chobot, you know, the girl who photographed herself licking a PSP, will be here to... you really want me to say this? All right, she's gonna put her tongue to work. I mean, honestly, come on, folks. There's nowhere else I could go with that one. Really. And finally, Brendan Moran passes out face first in the exact same spot where the Modern Drunkard Convention just happens to be held. Is that serendipity or what? That's tomorrow's show, so set your TiVos.
All right.
We've got phone lines coming into the studio, and occasionally there's little lights on the lines that go blinking.
They light up sometimes.
That means someone's calling in.
Live call?
Let's take one of them right now. Taylor joins us on the phone from Las Vegas, Nevada. Your hometown, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Very nice. Taylor, you there?
Hey, Taylor.
Yeah, I'm here.
How's it going?
Good.
You
I'm a
always
big fan of the show.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
Excellent.
Do you have a question for us?
Yeah. I was wondering if there was any way to run two iPods off of one computer.
You would think this isn't a big deal, right? Multiple families, multiple iPods,
household.
sync them up?
Yeah. Well, you can hook them up, but it's going to ask you, like if you did it on a different machine, then it will tell you, this machine has not been synced with this music, and it'll warn you, and it's a bit of a pain, but you can hook it up, but you're going to have to overwrite that music if that wasn't the original machine that you installed the music on. Does that make sense?
No. Give me that again, but slower and smaller syllables.
If you take your iPod over to a friend's house, and you try to hook it up to their computer, it's going to freak out because it doesn't want you copying music.
Of course.
But as long as that's the machine that you originally hooked it up to copy the music
you're
over,
just fine.
You're good to go.
All right.
So that's the key. Just don't try to take it over to a friend's house and copy their music because that really doesn't work.
Is that popular, like the iPod swapping parties?
There's ways to do it.
Gotcha.
There's dark tips to be had for that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not
anymore. Puppet we can
the dark tipping puppet might let you know.
Yes.
All
So
right,
thanks for the call.
What are you fiddling with there, buddy?
This is the brand new Palm Pilot. You remember the old Palm Pilots, right?
Remember 'em. I didn't have a Palm. I had the Jornada back in the day.
The Jornada.
But yeah, it was nice,
You're a
man. That was the
Jornada user,
Cadillac,
huh?
man.
This is the brand new Palm Pilot, and actually, it's a pretty cool device. Take a look at it right here. It's from Palm One. It's called the Life Drive. Goes for $499.
Ooh, the Life Drive.
And
That's whimsical.
Yeah, it's not bad. It has SD socket, SDIO, MMC. But the big thing with this, where they've really gone a different direction, is they actually have a 4 gigabyte hard drive built into it now.
Oh, nice.
So that's kind of cool. So if you want to store like videos and music and things like that, finally Palm is starting to get into that space and offer that. And the design is actually pretty clean. I really like the way that it's designed as far as the look of it and feel of it. It allows you to flip it sideways, and you can push a button and it'll flip the screen depending on which way you have it turned.
Right.
And
I'm glad
nice.
I'm glad that they made like the little graffiti area a software-based thing now. You can minimize that.
Right.
Have more room for your apps. Like that's cool.
Exactly.
I appreciate that.
And it also has little speakers on the back here, voice recorder, all the standard stuff that you would think to have in a Palm Pilot. Now, the only problem with this thing,
here we go.
Yeah, this is where it has some problems, is that it doesn't support a whole lot of different file formats. So if you're think of this as a Palm Pilot with some added features of like audio and video. Don't think of it as like a little media center to have all your video.
Well, I mean, with the Palm OS, can't you download apps that will play all those movies, like the Kinoma player or something like that?
You can, but then that's extra money that you have to spend. A good example is this has Wi-Fi built in as well, by the way. I didn't mention
very
that.
nice.
It came with the music player and has the ability to actually stream music over Wi-Fi to get all your favorite internet radio stations. I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a cool feature.
Definitely.
You have to pay extra for that. They charge you for the upgrade. And this is already $500.
Oh,
and then aside
man.
from that, when you want to play like different video and actually like MP3s and different clips like that, the hard drive spins up and there's some little crackling and popping when it's just about to play the first movie or the MP3. So not so good in that area. It interferes with it a little bit. Doesn't support a whole lot of different file formats. You can't play like your XVids. To copy the files over, you have to convert them. You can't play DivX. It doesn't play protected
so
music.
the same
so
kind of Palm problems that many people are having.
Exactly.
I remember I got my Trio and everybody's like, you can do whatever you want with it. You just need 500 extra applications that are probably going to crash it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this is one of those things. We have a full review at the website, by the way, by our lab. So you definitely want to check that out because they really took the time to go through all the different features. But it's one of those things where Palm Pilot first. I mean, if you really need a good Palm Pilot, this is probably the way to go. And then think of those other little features like little add-ons that might work out.
Chances are your cell phone can probably do half of it anyways.
Right, exactly. Maybe
anyways.
a Trio might be the way to go. So there you have it.
Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. All right, now it's time for Attack of the Show's twisted little homework assignment we like to call User Created.
And they had some time because they had 2 weeks.
They had much too much time for
They
this.
had much too much time. It better be good.
Let's see
Because,
it.
of course, before the madness of E3, we asked you to design an Attack of the Show themed cabinet for a classic arcade game.
Yes, very cool.
A very fun idea, right? So here are some of our favorites.
Have you seen any of these yet?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Here's a 2-player shooter by Anthony Awento.
Oh, nice.
That's fun,
That's
huh?
actually really good artwork.
I mean, I was pretty impressed.
Of course, there's Home Road,
the game by Keith Dowdy.
Not bad.
Good job. Love it. Gods of AOTS by somebody named simply JW.
I think Office
I love
Jesus
Spyware.
is putting these in himself.
JW, you big kidder. And the stylish AOTS Invaders by Aaron Gerber.
The last one had the Showbot on it. That was cool.
Oh, gotta love the Showbot.
I missed
Poor
the little
Showbot.
guy. He was so cute.
You never got to dance.
We never had the
never
chance.
had the chance.
No.
Gosh, so sad.
I never got to.
You might now. We promised. We said. Yeah, we're not going to keep doing that.
No, okay, let's not.
It's a good song, though.
I made my own cabinet, though. I'm really excited about it.
And
Do you wanna see it?
as we promised,
No?
do
Okay.
you really have one?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
Let's see it.
You didn't even fall for the bait. I couldn't do
You claimed.
I don't have one. Sorry.
Your assignment for next week is to make an Attack of the Show CD case. This should be easy, so hopefully you guys will put some thought into it, sort of like the movie posters, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you can use the show itself as the performer, or anybody on the show, or inanimate objects, whatever. It's all good.
It's pretty wide open. Just
Pretty wide open.
Make a CD case.
Just make a CD case for for an artist.
Are you cutting an album or something, or
Maybe.
do you want to announce it here?
No.
Okay. Is it Sarah Sings the Oldies?
Sarah sings the hit.
No.
I'm really not a very good singer.
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
Wouldn't even do karaoke.
Really?
No, way too embarrassing.
Oh,
Real
let's
bad.
gotta have a few shots and go
Real
do Love
bad.
Shack. It's like the ultimate karaoke song.
I'd like to see you do that.
I've done it multiple times.
Do
I
it-
have
do it now.
embarrassing
Give
videos
us
of
a little-
it. Well, we probably don't have the
Oh, yeah,
licenses
we
to it,
can't.
and the guys come down here and they beat me over the head again, and it happens.
How about after the show?
After the show, for sure.
I'll move
Absolutely.
Be sure to check our website for the template and all the rules to make your own CD case. And as we said before, we might feature the arcade box, as we said.
I was going to ask about that.
Build it ourselves.
Are we still doing it? Are we making it or not?
Have to tune in to find out.
All right.
But I think maybe the winner is going to be featured a little bit more.
Who is the winner?
Secret.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Now you're probably thinking, I always send in chat questions and I never answer them.
Always.
Always. Well, today might be your day, but if you left now, you'd never find out.
So they should
better not leave.
They should stay.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll stay. Warm up those gaming hands, Marines, because we're playing Unreal Tournament 2004 in tomorrow's LAN party.
Wow.
Nice.
Never played that one.
It's a good game.
You guys remember 2004, right?
Oh, yeah.
You're running around, shooting missiles, fragging your best friends.
No?
Good times. Oh, how we laughed and we laughed and we laughed some more.
Did we?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
We laughed a lot. Get ready to relive those glory days tomorrow.
Woo! That's right.
Yeah.
Woo! To register, go to our website and click on Join Our LAN Party. You've been there. You know the link, and you can get all the details to get started.
Woo! Woo!
Is this the last? What you guys are? Did you guys smoke something?
No, it's just LAN party. Woo!
Is this the last time we're playing Unreal Tournament 2004?
I think it is.
We've done it a few
I think
hundred
it is.
times, actually.
Yeah, we're going to burn the box on the show
Yes.
tomorrow.
Nice.
I think.
We've gone mad.
We'll see you there, though. You should play
official.
it. It's good times. Yeah. Now, earlier you mentioned something about the chat room and people crying.
I did,
and
the folks that are chosen today shall not cry.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, let's start with Schemester 3000, who wants to know, should I buy a shuttle PC or a Mac Mini?
Obviously concerned about form factor.
Yes, but if you're going to play games, no Mac Mini.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
You can get Bejeweled now. You can get...
it's
like
flash-based.
Tetris.
It's like
It is
flash-based.
flash-based,
Yeah,
yeah.
that works.
There's also another game where you're in a bike and you crash into somebody. Oh, it's a flash thing, too.
Nice.
Never mind.
Did somebody say Bejeweled?
No.
Even during the meetings.
That's all she does.
Non-stop, relentless.
Best
Sarah,
game ever.
yeah, hold on. I'm working on a three-line
Games
combo.
don't have to be more complicated than Bejeweled.
They don't.
I'm just going to say that.
Fair enough.
Not that I don't like games. Next question. Box of Cheerios wants to know, what do the hosts of AOTS eat when they are crying? I know what I eat.
What do you eat?
Ice cream.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the Dick Been to the Haagen-Dazs?
If you're going to cry, get some ice cream and eat the whole pint.
I'll buy it. Kev, you?
I don't really cry that much. So I don't-
come on.
But you know what I did try the other night, aside from crying, that I really like? Dark chocolate crepes. Have you ever had those?
Sounds good.
Amazing.
Can't say that I have.
Good stuff.
Can't say that I have. Come on, what do you cry while you eat?
What about you? You cry every day.
I do.
What do you cry?
Occasionally. What do you cry when you
What do you-
it's mostly to prepare for the show, to get it out of my system so I don't do it on air. It happens.
I shouldn't have said that.
It's
to,
Hot
like,
Pockets.
America.
Hot Pockets.
Hot
They
Pockets.
know.
You are a Hot Pocket guy.
I have a little pepperoni Hot Pocket, shot a little monster tear, done.
Chazman24 asks, which next generation console do the hosts of AOTS like the most?
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
No, you're not.
No, I am. Because
right.
I heard a rumor. You want me to break it right here?
Please, let's hear it. Let's hear
Okay,
it.
the rumor is PS3, iTunes 5.0, syncing, video, and audio.
Wow.
Just gonna throw that out there.
Is that like reputable or like some guy you know, or you were browsing some forum? Or...
Friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend.
Yes.
All right, I buy that. Well, I don't know. Xbox did say, or Microsoft did say during their Xbox 360 press conference, they had a picture of an iPod up there
Right.
that said our console will work with the competitors' products. They even had the PSP on there.
We'll allow you to buy music and videos. We'll see.
It's interesting. Interesting rumor.
Okay, next one from StomU. Can you recommend a wireless router that will work with my PS2?
Sure. I mean, pretty much any wireless router will do. If you don't want to go that route, there's Netgear
Do you guys
makes...
do you have a favorite, maybe?
Netgear makes this thing
I like
called...
Netgear, too.
Well, they have this...
The game one?
Yeah, well, stay away from the Nyko Net Extender. Oh, stay away from that.
What the heck is that? I've
It's
never
like a
heard of that.
device that they're like, oh, plug it in, don't worry about it, you don't have to route anything, and it
Sounds like
splits
something
your
you
connection.
bought at Best Buy. You're like, ooh, the night
But that's what it is. And they're like, look, it'll work through walls. It's like, it doesn't work. It interferes with like portable phones and everything. Just stay away from that. Go with a regular wireless router. I just had to get that off my chest.
That's funny. You must have bought one of those.
I was
didn't you?
angry and I had to pay a restocking fee. No, I'm kidding. I didn't buy it. But
All
still.
right, sorry. As they say in the business, the show's over.
It is. That's all. Thanks to our guests, Zay Frank, Kyle Peschel, and of course, Danny O'Brien from the EFF. Now, we've got to get set up for tomorrow's show. I mean, have you seen the set? We got to change all the light bulbs. There's like 87.
Again?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Can you get the ladder?